Hi, we are from KIM1105A. This is our presentation on our final project.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zaiti Natasha binti Munsi. So today I will explain about our library, which is the Descendants of the Public Library. First, we go through the background of the library. The Descendants Public Library at Jalan Kemunting, Kuantan, Pahang began operations on 2 February 2024. The building is strategically located in the heart of Kuantan City and attracts the people to come to the library and enjoy the facilities that provided in our library. The Descendants Public Library is made up of 4 levels, which is the lower level, first floor, second floor, and third floor. For the lower level, there are a child zone and special services also is expanded to a first floor accommoded to the library administrative center, while the second and third floor is an adult zone dedicated to adult visitors. The response and public visits were even more encouraging when our library began operations due to its strategic location. Our vision is to be a top public library services in the state, and the mission is managing excellence collection states, provide excellent, efficient, and innovative services, and also provide the best reference and description services for the needs of the community. For the objective, there are 3 objectives, which is to provide access to high-quality services and collections, to promote lifelong learning, to develop and encouraging reading, especially in Bahasa Melayu and Bahasa Inggris.
Assalamualaikum, I am Nur Izzati binti Nurhata from KIM1105A. Today, I will be talking about Chapter 2, which is Personal Management. From the organizational chart in the report, it has been stated that in the Descendants of the Public Library, there are 3 levels in the chart. In the first level, there are the position of Director of Library, which are being held by Cik Izzati, Public Library Administrator by Encik Rashdan, and Maintenance Manager by Cik Izzati. From the second level in the departments in the organization, there are Circulation Department, Cataloging Department, IT Department, Reference Department, and also Children Department. As for the last or the third chart in the organization, it will be divided into 3 parts, which are Cataloging, Library Office, and also Library Services. As stated in the report, each position needs a qualification that either comes from masters, degrees, diplomas, and various experiences that makes them qualified to be in the position. Other than that, the experiences that they had also will determine how excellent their work will be in this organization to provide excellent services to the users.
Next, we move to objective of performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is the process of evaluating and documenting an employee's performance with a view to enhancing work quality, output, and efficiency. There are 4 objective performance appraisal in the Descendants of the Public Library. The first one, providing feedback, is the most common justifications for an organization to have a performance appraisal system. Second, improving communications. Improving communications can encourage librarians to open communication, share knowledge, and remain open-minded, also ready to entertain other people's ideas. And the third is understanding training needs. The performance appraisal procedures include a requirement that individuals' development plans be determined and discussed. Also, employees in the library can make good decisions about the skills and competencies that they want. The last one is encouraging and coaching and mentoring. Performance appraisal identifies where coaching is necessary and encourage managers to take an active coaching role. Next, we move to appraisal process. There are 6 appraisal processes in the Descendant of the Library. The first one is determining performance standard. This step requires setting and the criteria to judge the performance of the librarian as successful or unsuccessful. Second is communicating the standards. The library should be informed and the standards should be clearly explained to the employees. This will help them to understand their roles and to know what exactly is expected from them. Third is achievement of set standards. It is a continuous process which involves monitoring our librarian performance throughout the year. Fourth is comparing actual performance with desired performance. The actual performance is compared with the desired or the standard performance. The comparison tells the divisions in the performance of the librarian from the standards. Next is regular performance feedback. The focus of this discussion is communications and listening. The feedback should be given with a positive attitude as this can have an effect on the employees and librarian future performance. And the last one is manager evaluation. Performance appraisal feedback by managers should be in such way helpful to correct mistakes done by the librarian and help them to motivate for the better performance but not to demotivate. Next is appraisal form. An appraisal form, also called an employee performance appraisal form, is a tool used by people managers and HR teams to measure and benchmark the performance of employees. This is example appraisal forms from the Descendants of the Public Library.
Hi, my name is Nur Akila Husna binti Kamarul Azni. I will continue for the chapter 4, which is financial management. For our Descendant of Public Library, we will use line item budget for our budgeting technique. Line item budget is the most commonly used kind of budget. It is widely used for financial planning, identifying specific sources of revenue, such as fine, print, or copy, and expenses categories such as employees, supplies, facilities, print materials, and cereals. Each line is increased a little each year. We choose line item budget because it is simple to operate and understand. It suits the level of development of the library where data is limited. It is cheaper to produce. It encourages the continuity of project. The method ensures budget is translated into financial language and related to the operation of the respective activities. And allocation into heads and subheads allow performance management. For sources of fund, we have 3 sources of fund, which is local support, state aid public libraries, and grants. Examples of local support are gift and memorials and special funds of the library project. For state aid public library, they are provide supplement to local financial support for upgrade our collection and service. For grants, our public library can obtain limited support for innovative library programs in the humanities. It is because grants do not have to be repaid and there is no interest, but we have to abide by the terms and conditions.
Right now I'll be talking about chapter 5, which is promotional planning. In this digital age, library needs to step up the games in attracting users to come to the library. A managerial tool assisting libraries to face challenges now and in the future is effective promotions and marketing, which of course it has to be effective as possible. Promotional tools that being practiced nowadays are digital media such as posters and also handout. This library also organizing events such as contests or even a workshop. Besides, Descendants of Library also valued the space for community to be comfortable with their meetings or a place where people can actually sip one cup of coffee and exchange knowledge and ideas. This library also has developed Descla channels, which is to promote the films, the true stories, and independent features, which has more than 30,000 films in there. Last but not least, we are innovating technologies at the library to get people interested in trying them, such as people use nowadays Siri and also Alexa. Some of the posters of events that we are conducting is one-day cooking lesson with Chef John Doe, and also gift of reading donation drive, which is a program which we organize to help less privileged kids by giving them books to read from users that donating from the programs. That is all about chapter 5. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Natsira binti Muhammad. So I'm going to explain about the department service. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to explain about reference department. This department provided services for patrons to get access to information that they need. So we have a general practice policies for staff, and also how they need to answer the questions from the patrons, the way they need it, and how clear they should answer it so that the patrons can understand. So we have also several practice instead of just reference desk. We have an electronic reference service where you can chat online with a librarian, and for more intricate questions you can try our email reference. Okay, for the second department would be the circulation department. This department managing issuing and receiving any written materials, track fines and dues by users due to the late return or loss of material. This department consists several policies for customer where they can know how to detect their lost card, their loan period, their renewal period, fine and fees on how much they need to pay for the services, and also refunds. Okay, as for the activity in this department, the librarians need to know how to shelf, stacking maintenance, and also how to search, notify, and recall where patrons are asked to fill out the search slip. However, if an item is not located on the shelf, it is the responsibility for the librarian to notify immediately about the availability of the item and also generate a recall notice which is mailed to the borrower. Okay, for the third department will be the IT department, where they provide services through electronic resource. So any librarian that is in charge in this department would be responsible in managing the library network, updating the software, and also responsible for the technological knowledge and expertise within the library and community in fulfillment of the library missions to provide access to information resources in all formats. So in this department also, we have several policies, which is the accessibility of the technologies, privacy policies, and also protection of the patrons' personal information. Okay, other than managing electronic resources, this department also responsible for their library website and the technical support, also the administrations within the library. Okay, for the fourth department will be the children department. This department is responsible to create a safe environment for the children and also provide guidance to parents and children in selecting reading materials, assisting with locating homework resources, and also provide creative programs for the children. There are several creative programs such as art and craft, story time, career day, and many more. Okay, for the last department will be the cataloging department, where it is responsible on maintaining physical and virtual collections, and also providing indexing of the library's materials so that they can control the catalog records, and also do the general database so that the library materials are organized for retrieval for the library users. So any policies that we have in this department are to ensure integrity and accuracy of the database, such as the lost book and the policies for the discarded books. So there are several techniques that we use in this department. In order to prepare the bibliographic record consists of prescriptive cataloging and subject classifications. So our library used Library of Congress subject headings, Mark 21 format standards, Library of Congress classification system, and the resource description and access RDA standard of cataloging. So other than that, this catalog unit perform physical processing, monographic binding and rebinding, barcoding, and many more.
In conclusion, we hope in future we will be a top public library service in the state. We provide excellent, efficient and innovative service. Besides that, provide the best referral and description service for the needs of the community. So from that, our number of users will increase. For current issues, we choose how libraries can help illiterate people. We, as public library, will use the technology to produce digital library. The technology used is uncomplicated and cost-effective. A modem, a laptop, and a projector. Using the modem, the librarian connects to the internet and download free e-books from digital libraries to a laptop. The project is used to enlarge the text and pictures and project them to a wall or screen. That's all. Thank you.